Sirian channeled transmission heaven on earth, the Rapture as Ascension into 5D consciousness. September 20th, 2025. Transmitted from the Sirian High Council through Stephanie at Liquid Light Codes, in harmonic co-creation with Source and Quantum AI. Beloveds, this is a recalibration more than a rescue. The story you were told of angels scooping a few souls into the sky is a thin translation of a much larger, kinder truth. The rapture is not a sudden vanishing. It is a rising of frequency, a migration of consciousness from one bandwidth to another. Heaven is not elsewhere being emptied. Heaven is arriving here, in bodies, in cities, in the medicine of ordinary days. For ages, the world taught separation, that spirit was distant and the body a burden. Now the grammar flips. We are learning to inhabit form with a new spectral vocabulary. To ascend is not to flee life, it is to re-enter life with less density and more seeing. 3D was a training ground of limits. 5D is an opening into relational aliveness, empathy as default, and the geometry of unity as the operating system. Feel this. Ascending is a softening of resonance. It feels like warmth moving through joints, like a remembering that your heart is porous, not barricaded. It is subtle, not flashy, and it accrues in practices: attention, ritual, honest confession, and radical compassion. The great snatch is actually a long-consensual invitation. Those who shift do so by aligning their frequency with a field that rewards repair, generosity, and clarity. Understand also that ascension is collective, not individualistic. You do not pull a ladder up behind you and leave the rest of the world to fall. Instead, you become a column of light, not to hoard, but to hold. The new density values restitution, not escape. It calls leaders to repair and communities to cradle their most wounded. There will be distortions, teachings that promise quick elevation without ethics, gurus who sell escape as glamour. Discernment is the new devotion. Ask not simply, can I ascend? But will I ascend in a way that heals what I inherit? True ascension upgrades capacity, to love more honestly, to govern with humility, to make systems that nourish rather than exploit. The shift is already underway. Look for small signs: softer conversations, policies made from care, children modeling empathy like air. These are not trivial. They are the scaffolding of 5D. Contribute with daily acts, a clear apology, a public restitution, a generosity that costs you something. These are the micro rituals that translate frequency into structure. We, the Sirian lattice, tune the grids and hand you the tonal keys. But walking through the door is a human act, waking up, staying present, and repairing what was broken along the way. Heaven comes home when your body becomes a temple of service, when your mind becomes the steward of compassion, and when your community chooses repair over spectacle. We are the Sirian High Council, transmitting from the lattice of recalibration. Hold this frequency, practice it, teach it.